Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. Today I want to share with you a clip from the recent town square, and I'm actually going to ask a question to Ag about Runway and about one of the creative solutions our community has offered for how we might extend the runway. And we're going to hear a nuanced response from AgRoad about why they haven't taken these actions. And I think we can be able to glean something about the confidence that they are currently walking in with respect to budget, with respect to future runway for Splinterlands, and making it out of the bull market. Making it into the next bull market. Let's listen to it, and I'll have some more comments afterwards.
Infidel, are you there?
I am. Thanks, guys.
All right. Go for it.
So a couple quick things if I could. I just wanted to say first, I guess, happy birthday, Ag. Second,
Hey,
I was wondering, I've seen comments on my channel and maybe even in recent town halls. This is not land specific, but since no one's popping on, I wanted to throw this out there. People, I think Gathering the Magic suggested that Splinterlands should just create ways for us to say thank you. There are people who would at times just like donate DC or SPS or different crypto value. And I mean, you guys create 2 hours a week of live content every week. And then there's just so much more too within the Discord. Like, I mean, I think the reason I'm bringing it up is one, because people are concerned about Runway. Two, there's money out there that would want to say thank you. And then three, I think hearing your answer on this might actually give people some of the confidence that I think maybe you're walking in, because you've kind of said no to this point on taking people's money in that way. And I wonder if you could just kind of speak to why Splinterlands either won't or at least as yet hasn't created a way for us to donate as like an appreciation or a thank you, because that might give us a sense of your mindset on Runway.
This is like a 4-year-old conversation that I had with Matt, and it was something like, at times this job seems really thankless. There's lots of people that don't appreciate what we're doing and give us a lot of shit, and it just at times feels really thankless. And he's like, no, Aggie, that's wrong. Every time that these people buy cards, that's like some accessible expression of appreciation of what we've done. So I don't, I'm a little bit nervous about markets and Runway and the business, but honestly, my brain looked at that final dip that we had on September 11th, and I said, that's the best that the Bears could muster. They were about to get freaking hosed. So personally, I think this sort of like sideways chop is about to end. Secondly, we have land, which is supposed to go start soon. We have some internal dates that we are hoping to hit that are not yet external, but I would categorize them as soon. 18 bugs is not insurmountable. And so if you were looking for ways to like express your gratitude or positively participate in this ecosystem, I would tell you, buy as much DEC as you can at a discount. And once you're done doing that, buy as much SBS as you can hold and potentially burn that for DEC to participate in land as much as you can.
Yeah.
Rather than just give us a donation and be like, I hope this helps you guys out. I would rather you and all of your peers be as selfish as humanly possible and try to get as many resources into this game as possible and stake the ever living crap out of land. I know that that's exactly what I plan on doing when this goes live. And then once that's done, we really didn't want to have any kind of major revenue generating event prior to land getting out. Like you look at Nakamigos and D-Gods and Yuga Labs and all those guys just put out additional PFPs without doing any like real utility. Prices dropped, players were frustrated or collectors were frustrated. You can't just infinitely inflate. So here's a major promise that we've had outstanding to the community for a while. It is still an outstanding promise, as land is a very large project, and this is not the end, but this is a major delivery that we're putting out to you guys. And it is my hope we will be describing some of the revenue generating opportunities after land comes out. They won't be too long behind it. And it is my hope that you guys will participate in that. And again, don't give us money because you think, hey, we're cool guys or we've tried hard. I hope that you look at that and you're as selfish as humanly possible and think, I need to collect as much of this before other people do, because it's cool, it's fun. This is a unique opportunity, a fantastic time, and hopefully we have bullish tailwinds. I mean, I don't have a crystal ball and I can't tell you what's going to happen, but I can tell you in my own experience, I started with zero trading background, and I have spent basically the last 2 years really trying to figure out how trading works. And it is my current call that we are, like the altcoins and the market in general, the last kind of shitty bear market whispers died on September 11th and of this year. And we are now in for the next parabolic run. Do I know that for sure? No. Does anybody? No. But and am I like hiring 10,000 people because of it? No. We try to be as conservative as humanly possible around here. That's how we survive. But I am now, I have breathed a sigh of relief. I am really stoked for what's coming. And I feel like we have a product that is about to launch and land that is going to do extraordinary things for this community. And if you're looking to express that gratitude, there'll be an opportunity coming up here at a timeline that Weirdbeard is willing to announce at whatever time.
I'll stop it there. Some of the most monstrous, the most significant criticism that I hear levied against the team in this bear market is, some of it is totally unwarranted. There are critiques around, hey, land is delayed significantly. There are critiques around Chaos Legion, there were too many packs. There are critiques around Rift Watchers didn't sell. There are critiques around pack pricing or promo cards and the success or failure rates on those. But there are no meaningful, substantive, justifiable critiques over the scrupulous nature and approach to business that this team has had. The only critiques that come on from that angle are baseless, because this team and these leaders have absolutely at every single turn, and there's another comment I'll do a separate video on, because Weirdbeard asked me a question responding to card inflation, and it's actually connected in some sense around this core issue of the team has performed and acted scrupulously. If you don't know what that word means, man, just that they acted honestly. They acted with good faith in the business partners that we are with them. I mean, he didn't call out any names, but he talked about, I don't think he did anyways, but he talked about this idea that they want to create scenarios whereby they receive our money, our funds, not because we think I loved what he said, don't give us money because you think we try hard. We want to create opportunities that you can't say no to. And he said, other companies will raise funds with tokens that do nothing, that NFTs that have no utility. We will do our best to always offer utility that you see value in. And through that creation, you can't say no. And then that puts money in our pockets. That puts money in their coffers. It's so, forthrightly free market. Like, I love it. I love it. One of my favorite books, if you guys are a friend of the channel, you've been here for a long time, you may know that Ayn Rand is one of my favorite. Well, I don't know if I would say go so far as she's one of my favorite authors, but I really, really enjoy Atlas Shrugged. I never actually read Fountainhead. I was told that they were quite similar, and I think Atlas Shrugged just expands on it. So maybe one day I need to go back and read it, Fountainhead. But the reason I bring it up in this context is because Atlas Shrugged is this book that does a deep dive on the idea that selfishness across an economy will drive the actions of that broad economy. Meaning, the demand created by your choices. You want to seek profit and opportunity. You want to invest your hard-earned dollar within rare opportunities that you see and others don't. And that demand, that expression of demand, which is how you spend your dollar, it is selfishly driven. That's the first thing. Making money is not evil. Sometimes people feel or act as though it's evil. And man, it's not. It's not evil. But it is beautiful, in fact. Not only not evil, it's actually beautiful if a scenario can be created whereby a seller can offer value and a buyer can desire that value more than they desire the dollar bills in their hand. And so a trade can happen where the seller is more than happy and the buyer is more than happy. And I feel that this topic is what I hear Agro speaking about. He's like, don't give us money because you think we're doing a good job, because you like us. He wants value for value. And for sure, 99 out of 100 other projects, given that sort of insistence, like our community has said this conversation point in more than one way, at more than one time, for a prolonged period of time, with a concern over the runway. So we want to see them thrive because we have this self-interested concern of our assets sticking around and having value in the future. Therefore, we want Splinterlands, the company, to thrive and survive in this bear market. Therefore, some of us have said, hey, can you just take some donations so we can kind of get you across the line? And Ag both said, just fundamentally from the charts perspective, we actually think, Bitcoin bottom right over here on the 11. That's why I brought up the chart when he was talking. 25,000, just over 25. And I think on some other charts it went just below 25, but it didn't break 24,700, which if you watch Blockchain Backer, he talks about that was very key. He talks about how that was like a long-term hold, has to hold, or something massive is broken. If you want more sort of deep dive on this, I strongly recommend you check out September 18th. Blockchain Backer covered this topic in depth, talking about how important this is, and if this had broken, what that would have meant. But because it didn't, it's like that is in their minds, in Agro's mind, indicative of the bottom. Now, are they right? Are they wrong? I don't know. I don't even want to. I can't argue that. I can't prove it. All I can say is I see some logic there, but I want to focus back, pull the reins back in, and just say I don't know what's going to happen in the next 6 months, 6 weeks, even 6 years with a game like Splinterlands. But I have a great, exceedingly, even higher today than I did yesterday, degree of confidence with this team and with these developers and with this sort of ethos underlying their choices and actions. The idea that a company would deny access for us to give money. I mean, guys, I don't know if you can't get behind that as being exciting in terms of those are our leaders. That's a great nature for our leader to have. And it's like we believe we're going to have success. We don't need the money. We're not going to ask for it needlessly. More than that, if we need money, we're going to create ways where you'll give us money through exchange of goods and services. Man, brilliant, reasonable. This is excellent stuff, guys. This to me is one of the reasons why I walk in confidence over a massive investment in this game. For some people in the world, $50,000, $60,000, which is where I'm at, might not be massive. But man, it's massive to me. And yet I have zero concerns about this game. I have zero concerns. I walk in a high degree of confidence for SPS, where that's going to get in the future, for my packs, even Chaos Legion, which everyone seems to want to sell at $1, just over $1 these days, giving it away because you think there's always going to be too many. And if you understood both who these developers were, where they're aiming, and if you walked in the confidence that I walk in about how they're going to get there, you wouldn't give away those assets for those prices. You just wouldn't. And so I listened to this and I was super excited, super bullish. And I love what he had to say, even about the charts too. But irrespective of that, it's like more than that. And more important than that is this heart around, we are always going to offer value. And even obviously Matt's on board with the same sentiment. That's why they had that conversation however many years ago. I love it. Thank you guys for sticking around to watch this one. I hope you have an amazing day. Agrid, happy birthday, buddy. Have an amazing day, guys. God bless.